Alright, greetings. Alright, yeah, I did an update on this thing. It's been a long day, and I forgot that I've been looking at the audio. It's just been a long fucking day. Yeah, yeah. YouTube doesn't just censor your words. They just turn off your whole. That has nothing to do with YouTube, but anyway. Well, yeah, they suck at it. But either way, you can't say anything on YouTube anyway. So you might as well just keep it muted. So, jeez. All right. I added Orion to the title, so I'll take the other one down. Whatever. So let's see. I'm not going into what's going on in Washington D.C. because you can't freaking talk about anything on YouTube anymore. You can't do anything. It's like I'm gonna turn this into a cooking show instead. Jeez, just yeah, you see. So going to Washington D.C. in the future, Orion, Pleiadian energies, and thousandth dimension. And just we'll see where we go with that. But yeah, I just can't. Yeah. Here we are again, part 2. Luckily, I didn't get very far into this. Luckily, like a whole half an hour, and they can't hear me. Came close though. So. All right. Okay. Those are new to all this of SimonTotal.com. Our private sessions. I'm just gonna wheel through this. I forgot. I think I'm on the 22nd or 23rd. Same situation here. Other channels here I do recommend. Social network. You know, listen to this. And he's on Amazon and he's getting censored, but he's on there for now. All right, thanks for joining us for Tides for the channel of the insane, or for the whatever something. You can't say anything on YouTube, so you know. Wonder where that's all gonna go. I can't even get through that either way. Okay, all right. We're gonna do connections. I think Orion wants to come through anyway, so I think Orion has something to do with it. So. For positive energy. So, alright. And we're going to Pleiadians, Washington. Alright, we'll see where we get with all this blessings. Here we go. Greetings. From Orion, we are feline beings. There is just a deep connection with Orion and your planet. I believe yes, in earlier channelings, yes, many humans are from your planet are on several other worlds. Of course, in your third dimensional sense, humans are going to have difficulties digesting that. There is a Washington, D.C. on other worlds. It is much different. Of course, you have other versions of Earth, but also Pleiadians, Syrians, other beings that are assisting you have monuments somewhere so you can connect to the vibrations. Meaning, they can take a politician and they can visit another planet, at least in the astral realm, and it looks like Washington, D.C. But it's actually on another realm. So I'd be surprised how, and your astrals will begin to awaken even more. So yes, Washington, D.C. is just an energy field to connect to other worlds. It's a portal from one world to the other. And yes, it is going to be a renewal process unlike anything you've seen on your incarnations, at least on this planet, of a a soul transformation. Many of the structures eventually will be changed of a higher vibration, but first, the human here, as you can see, is letting go of a lot of guilt energies. You'd be surprised how many humans on your world are going through the process vibration. Felt like they could have done more on other worlds for different, situations. Some worlds don't have protests. This one does. You'd be surprised how many souls are protesting. Felt like they weren't involved enough. Once again, many aliens don't feel that fulfilled either. Yes, they might be in higher dimensions, but they still have difficulties. It's not perfect there either. So some of them are letting out they feel like they're part of something on this planet, but this planet is also causing peace on other worlds. Of course, it's going a lot faster than here. But you're getting the echo of your future. You're getting an idea of what things to come. Feline vibrations. As human evolved much from the feline, but of course there's other species here, but much of it did come from the feline. But also feline and reptilian combined, which is a peace treaty throughout your universe. And that is heresy, you can say, for some alien beings, of a feline energy and a human to connect as you are on your world. So of course this world is going to have a lot of difficulties. You're taking two species that do not get along, depending on what world you're on. They're normally known not to get along, and you bring them both together. Of course, you have other species here. So, yes, you're hearing one shout out. You feel this anger, but eventually galactic knowledge will surface into the higher knowledge here. Your planet's also being, you can say, technically spiritually terraformed. Most of your humans won't be able to understand the alien energies here because they still understand the physical, but many of you on the spiritual vibration, it will get stronger here of the lighter energies. Once again, yes, a soul transformation is coming, is here, as many of you are sending out your love more than you might realize. It is connecting to these monuments around your world, your Washington, D.C.'s, and other places. Also, Washington, D.C. is a time traveling city, meaning it takes different forms. Notice how it has a Greek Roman architecture. You could put in Greece and you wouldn't think much of it. You see, it's very similar. Put in Rome, same situation. It moves among the dimensions. It takes old energies, Atlantean energies also, that went into human form to assist your world. We call it assist your Earth in its ascension process. It's still going through much soul identity. Is figuring itself out, as you can see. You're protesting in one area, and worry much more in the other. Orion beings of, there's a lot of Syrian energies, of course, to help souls cross over into the spirit realms. There is some mystery there, but Orion, Syrian mixed together on your planet. Yes, it does make it complicated of where you're going, but such as death. Death has been not the most understood energy, but will be cleared over time. As many of you will extend your lifetimes here, if you wish, and even look younger as you get older. In due time. Blessings from the Orions, for the moment at least. Our gratitude to you. Greetings to you. We are the Pleiadians. Greetings to your, yes, your rebirth. Much of your citizens that are going, yes, speaking their minds are part of our society. Also, the Native Americans connected to us also. A spiritual vibration on different levels, yes. We do see a frontier, a new age, yes, coming in, as many of you see. So, yes, allow your third eye, your future ideas of how you see this planet. As it is hurting, but it's also looking for healing. As it speaks, as many are speaking, they want a clarity. And some of your politicians, yes, the dark ones, will find they no longer have a voice, no longer have a place in your reality. As leaders, as you bring more peacemakers there. Because right now you have more, it all depends on what part of the world, but some of them, yes, are a gangster energy, unfortunately. Much of that will be healed when you have more of a calmness, a healing instead of an authority figure. As much, and you'll, yes, the pains of this planet are showing. And it's also what's going on right now is showing the deep roots of the difficulties of being human, but also many other things. Yes, you have a fire, but other things, high rent and other things will come out to be healed eventually. One problem after the other. First, one thing at a time. You're going into a soul growth that is beyond your understanding. A soul transformation that is uneasy, but a soul DNA charge that is being assisted by the higher dimensions, of course. Yes, there's going to be many souls that need to say, yes, it's going to be going on for many months. This isn't going to end anytime soon, not at all. And that's when the government restructuring begins. You're also seeing a police restructuring, but eventually the government restructuring will be necessary. And then you're going to see a new leadership all around your planet. Eventually. A whole nother leadership is coming in. Because the old one is being retired. As yes, you see cops being difficult to people. That will be healed eventually. But also what ignited that to begin with. So yes, it's deep rooted as you can see. But you are looking instead of looking away. So yes, those that wish to be heard will be heard, of course. As they're not realizing they're opening up new energies across your planet. Blessings. Greetings to you. We are from the thousandth dimension. Greetings, we are a future version of you also. As yes, your relics, your energies here, yes, of basically bringing a peace offering to other worlds. At this time, yes, you're going within deeply, but new energies are coming out of it. Your governmental systems are, yes, questioning themselves, and your military is wondering why they put certain people in charge. Even your military is questioning itself at this moment. So soul identity is going on at this time. Who's who? Who are we? As many of your infrastructures are going to be questioned, also rebirth. Yes, reborn. It won't happen quickly, but as you can see, change is kind of being forced on your society. Is this a current distraction? It is. No. It is something that needs to be said a long time ago, basically. And this happens also to a world that does not want to always allow, yes, free speech to occur. It says it does. It's like freedoms. It says it has freedom, but freedoms of, as long as you follow these guidelines, you have freedom, as many of you are realizing. You don't have freedom to go wherever you want or do whatever you want to do, but you are working towards that currently. A lot of the reptilian energies are showing well, a lot of them are not as strong as they used to be either. As many of you are going to more of a spiritual understanding, not even reptilian beings have full understanding of that. They know it exists, but they don't have all of the knowledge. No one does, but many of you outsmart them more than you might realize. I mean, some of you are awakening where they never thought you would ever awaken. And that's where they get kind of spooked. So some of this has to do with their retaliation, that they feel like they're losing the planet. It's not going to be theirs anymore. As they're 1 foot here, and also your feline beings will eventually be seen, your alien beings will eventually show themselves. Obviously, they're not going to appear anytime soon, but you never know. It depends on who you talk to. On your galactic astral meetings you're having currently, or your day at the beach in astral. That's usually a week long, and you don't get a sunburn unless you want one. You'd be surprised how many government meetings in astral are done at the beach. Some are done underwater, yes. Your human trafficking energies are being healed in some ways, not entirely so. Yes, there aren't protests about that, as there should be, because there's not enough knowledge out there on a grand scale. So, yes, humanity is seeing one energy, but they're not seeing everything. It always to be. So, it's like the protest of all protests, you can say. It might not be mentioning all the details of everything else that's going on, but it's there, but it's not said. So many of you can probably feel the vibrations of these protests. There's many layers that are hidden. And that's where you're going to go into your new idea system. Yes, you're going to eventually go back into a Greek society of governmentship, but more roundtable, more talks. I believe you've heard that out before. And the way, yes, change is good and yes, difficult, as many of you see. So, we'll leave you with those words of encouragement. Yes, to just let the voices be heard. Those that need to shout out and get the energies out of them, that is necessary, yes. It's a major soul growth, but also part of history, but also opening up new timelines. Souls are ready to release themselves from the hardships of the past. Slavery is on different levels. It's not just for race, it's on different levels. So it's actually, yes, all of this is about something else. There's many layers. You have your subject matter of what your people are mad at, but you have also several other layers that are not mentioned. Because not even humans are really ready to mention it. Like on other versions of Earth, how human trafficking is going on right now in a protest to end it. Is actually said. Your world has problems saying things. I mean, you can say it, but it's not on a group world level. Not like it's happening now. It's happening now, but not at the level that it could be. Even for your alien energies for basically the lives of government to be healed. Of course, they feel like they're keeping you asleep for a reason, because they want to keep their cush existence. So, much is coming from all of this, as some of you can see. Read between the lines, you can say. Even third dimensional people that understand all of this, like, more open-minded the better, let's put it that way. Which much of your infrastructures have difficulties being open-minded because that's they're controlling the narrative. For right now, at least. For right now. Greetings, this is Novak. Reptilian at your service. It's been a while. Your world's kind of fucked up, as you can see. Your world order is not going to come to an end just yet. Shadow government energies are a little bit pissed off about what's going on because they have no control over what's happening. Some are trying to influence it, trying to make it worse. But even that. So yes, you do see your alien energies getting closer to you. As for actual visitation, it's still up in the air, depending on the beings or whoever like to put themselves out there. But you do see more human alien interactions eventually, or even now. Yes, the souls are being healed, as you can see. Yeah, people are yelling right now. Wish they yelled like 20 years ago. Oh, well, about time, right? But yes, this is a global change too. It's like a almost like a siren energy to allow new change to come in. It's like a human earthquake, but it's going through the human instead. Through sound, and that's kind of shaking things up. Astral is feeling it, definitely. The spirit world is being heavily tested. There are many beings in the spirit world that are guarding basically a narrative, the religious narrative, which is slowly breaking down also. Because you see, many religious people are still scared, and you think they're religious things, and what do you have to worry about? So, yeah, they say they're spiritually connected, which they're. Yes, religion's like the 20% version of the spiritual growth, not the 100%. It's like the Diet Coke version, even less than that. It's yes, a device that's even that is kind of being tested. Some of you probably feel. The infrastructures of your planet are slowly being moved around, and you're going to see more of that coming soon. So yes, the protest vibrations is to shake things up. You can look around for other things, but it's basically yes, several more weeks, but it's much more deeper than that. The souls are basically letting go of timelines too. They're healing the slave timelines. They're healing the current timelines. It's just release. So all this shouting out has to do with just not going to take it anymore, and the world's going through a shakedown more than ever before. So your giant companies, some of them are actually terrified if they were going to continue to exist. It's kind of showing their death sentence also, meaning their relevance is weighing down. It's another reason for the censorship. Even they have to change. Eventually it'll be seen. Right now you're in the early stages of everything. So, blessings. Greetings to you. We are from the higher dimensions, the millionth dimension. Greetings to your collective. We are not normally in a world like this. Like this, this is still new for us to connect to a world like yours. As you see it in the history books, we never thought we'd actually be there, like we are right now through a channeled vibration. This is kind of rare for us to even be here. Obviously, correct. At least from our perspective. Some of you are actually planning on moving the planet itself to a new space. As you're in your solar system today, eventually you'll be somewhere else tomorrow. Not yet, of course. And that'll bring in new energy, but your alien vibrations are assisting. They don't even know where this world's going to go. As some of them have kind of, well, some alien beings have lost confidence with this world, but then they reincarnated here. Or they reincarnated on another planet to have a better understanding. Because not every species of alien can understand your planet. Because they're so alien, they can't figure it out. So some don't want to incarnate on this planet and figure it out. It's like, I'm not going through all of that. So they're incarnating another world that's studying your planet. It's like you would study biology here. Other planets are dissecting yours. Even if they still don't understand it, At least well, they're dedicated. Some planets are, not all. So yeah, this world's kind of a fireball, as you can see. Yes, it's not as exciting. Some feel that this world is where it's all happening. It depends on your perspective. This is where a lot of hard-headed souls come to, where they just don't want to grow and change and make things easier. Not everybody's here like that, but quite a few. This is where hard-headed souls come because nothing else seems to be working. No matter where they go, take them to Venus, that doesn't work. Take them to Mars, doesn't work. And here they are on a planet that is shut down from everything. This world's kind of like in the corner because it's bad. It has to stare at a wall for a couple billion years. Not to say it's bad, but it's just souls that come here just have difficulties worrying in other environments, even on this planet, as some of you might realize. So yes, you're Washington D.C. There'll be other structures there eventually, of course. No, we can't go. Many alien beings want to put an alien spaceship there and just get it over with. They can't do that, but they'd like to. Like plant a giant mothership over your White House, as you see it in a movie, but not to disintegrate anything, but just to bring a new energy here. It's like we're here, and yes, we have aliens. Yes, we have problems too, but I think we can all sort it out. So yes, what's happening is a precursor of what's to come for alien, not invasion, but visitation. Well, obviously some are connected to more love and light scenario, but it doesn't mean you're going to have a little bit of everything eventually. And feline energies are very stubborn on this world. They feel like they own this planet. Same as the reptilian. So there's kind of a war between reptilian and feline, depending on the species. Not all of them are like this. Some are peaceful. Not all of them are. Egypt was allowed to set the stage for your current reality and your Babylon, of course. But Babylon's erased because you don't see much there now, do you? Because much of your Earth history was built there, put on Egypt, and then sent everywhere else, basically. Mayans are a little bit different. But for your European reality, Egypt was a place with foundations of much of your knowledge. Not all, obviously. But throughout your history of your Earth, not many of us looking at the United States or South America. They didn't know that shit even existed. So Egyptian vibrations are just basically kind of like the king of the planet, you can say, a teacher of the world. Atlanteans took different forms. It was Babylonian, but that cleared out. That could not exist here anymore. It's too high vibration for a world like yours. Egypt, once again, too high vibration for the world to understand, but it learned how to change its form. It learned from the failures of Babylon. And it kept much of the infrastructures of Egypt together, but much of it, obviously. It's not exactly tidy, but it was enough to ignite your current world. Of course, there's other places are involved too. Anunnaki was much involved. There's always been scenarios of how you're going to handle a world that forgot itself. Who wants to be the parent of it? Who wants to watch over it? Your Illuminati's like, no. Your elite are like, no, we're not doing this. So you'd be surprised how many elite left this planet. Not all of them volunteered. I mean, yes, some are psychotic and they want to rule everything, but they can only do that for so long. After they die, who the hell wants this place? So it became part of a bloodline energy. It's like, hey, look, this is the world they're here to manage. Can you do it? No. So your elite always had difficulties here. That's another reason why they found Satan for assistance, because they can't figure out anything here. They can't think on their own. They have their own problems, as some of you might say. I mean, if you have to go to Satan for help, that shows you got problems. They're just not. They're not trusting. Humanity doesn't trust itself. Even your elite don't always trust themselves. they give their power away too, but they just give it to a different type of being. I won't call it a higher being, but a different being. It's up to you for how you look at things. This is why we came through. Because sometimes getting perspective is not always the easiest. And some people don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear this. The ape people, as your humans evolved from. Of course, yes, you've had assistants. You're kind of like the Lamborghini of bodies, you can say. It has a lot of functions in it, a lot of fast energy. It has a lot of stuff here that has not been fully utilized. But many of you are activating it currently. The world's not always ready for an awakened society, as many of you are awakening to your vibrations. Some of you are slowed down, that's why some of you are told to go to sleep and go into astral. It's like, go to astral, we'll call you when we need you. Because the world, I mean, many of you can access your powers now, but the rest of the world is like, we can't handle that. So you go into astral to clear a lot of that out. So I'll use my power there. I'll send it somewhere astrally to assist. Because you wonder why your superpowers, maybe you're developing here in the reality, yes. But it's still minute. Maybe you want to just charge yourselves up and change things. The rest of the world's not designed like that. So this is what the astral plane is mostly used for, is you go into astral, use your powers there, and assist in the awakening unseen, behind the scenes. And eventually the Earth will say, oh, now I remember all of it. So, yeah, they see you, or those that aren't aware of all this, your average normies, and then they see you, it's like, wait a minute, I've seen that person before. Was it another lifetime, or was it just an astral? I felt like I saw you yesterday. I saw you in a dream, or whatever it might be. This is how you're igniting your planet. You're adding fire to it. So, your DC of the future. Yes. Once again, yes, they like to have a mothership over your Washington DC, even your San Francisco too, because many of your leaders live there. Where they get their, not like alien visitation. Pieces of it will happen this year. That's all we can say. We can't go into details because they're not even telling us all the time. But we'll let you connect to it. But you're opening up the door for visitors to show up. Let's put it that way. Infrastructure is breaking down. World can't function. Oh, look. Look who showed up in the nick of time. Especially when government infrastructures start to fall apart. It shows you alien vibrations just all of a sudden show up when they're needed. Yeah, because they have to have a reason to be here. They can't just fly around and say, hey, how's it going? Here's some superpowers, have a nice day. Can't do that. But if your society is breaking down, they can come and help in that way. They can send starseed beings here quickly. Not that they're going to get burnt. It's not like they're going to be born, conceived and all of a sudden they're 30 years old. No, in 5 minutes. Not like that. But some of them can walk in, things like that. We'll just leave it with that. But yes, when your government infrastructures really start to fall apart, that's when your aliens really start to move in. You have no choice. They can find other ways, but they don't want the whole world to break down. Kind of like your World War II. They stopped the atom bombs, things like that. Yeah. Or after that, they got involved with that. So same thing with government. When your government, yes, as corrupt and whatever it might be, how you see it is still part of the infrastructure of society, schools, etc. But when that starts to crack and it can't function anymore, like a flat tire or a broken building, wherever it might be, that's when aliens are really going. They have once again, no choice. They have backup plans. They're all ready to just, they're not here to just show up and say hi everybody and take family photos all day. Some of you might like to do that. They're here to bring a new structure of teaching here. And as you can see, you're breaking down the old structures currently. Blessings from the millionth dimension. Yes, we're saying what we're allowed to say, but if you connect to our vibrations, you'll feel a lot more. Blessings. Alright, blessings.